Alright. It's time to Baldur's Gate. That man is big. Give me them healing potions. Oh boy. I don't know why I couldn't hit that guy for some reason. Oh, there are so many dudes. So there seem to be a billion healing potions just all over the place. Which is nice. Hmm. Oh, what is the... Oh, it's a Yeti. Why are there desert Yetis? Oh god. Oh lordy. The club of... Oh, just disruption. I thought it said Club of Dragons for some reason. Oh dear. With scimitar. Scimitar seems significantly worse than my club. I look really stupid. Oh, I'm about to die. Oh Oh dear. I just... Oh, I can't even, like, just go back to the other... Oh, that man dropped a healing potion. Give me that. That doesn't sound ominous at all. Oh dear. Anything fun going on over here? No. Eh. Punch that big, naked, whatever that is. Save that game. Oh dear. I just run.
Hey, hello.
Hey. Things are not going super great at the moment.
No, it looks like it could be worse. Those gnolls.
Maybe.
Those look like gnolls. They got little tails. Looks like they could be Heinemen. This is a bad corner to be
It was, but luckily I'd saved somewhat recently.
in.
Let's try that again and not get overwhelmed by nulls, I guess. Nulls.
Seems like a good plan.
Oh yeah, we have not chatted since we talked about the Game Awards over the Game Awards.
We have not. And I went to bed early, so I had to go back later and catch the things that I missed.
Did you catch Imagine Dragons X Supergiants?
Yeah, it's sort of. I skipped most of that, to be honest.
Did you catch?
It was like
you
musical
cannot,
performance, and I was like, I'll tap.
Did you catch? You cannot deny Joseph Fares a microphone.
I did catch that.
He will find a microphone one way or
Caught
another.
him managing to say "fuck the Oscars" multiple times this year.
Yep.
I love Joseph Fares.
He's so good.
He's one of my favorite game development men. I hope that nothing horrible ever comes out about him.
I feel like he would not be able to hide if anything horrible.
That, and also he just doesn't strike me as the type. He seems like a cool dude. Also, occasionally I forget that he is literally just that dude from A Way Out.
This is literally his brother.
Yeah, but like, just you see him and up there throwing his arms out on the stage, like, yeah, and you're like, oh, right. Like, the facial similarities and everything is just like, oh, yeah. It's real good. I love that man.
He makes the good video games.
He makes very good video games.
I will.
Caught the Elden Ring story trailer, which, again, Elden Ring looks like the gameplay is fun. The story trailer was like, okay, I can see where this is going, I guess. And then they showed off the big, super cool looking dude at the end of the story trailer with 2 swords. And I was like, man, that guy looks awesome. And then I zoomed in closer and realized that he's riding a tiny, tiny horse. And his entire design fell apart immediately. And now I kind of just don't even want to look at Elden Ring because I'm like, man, remember that really awesome design they had that they ruined by putting that dude on a tiny horse?
That's
yeah,
very funny.
It's rough. You can go back and look for yourself at some point if you feel like it. But know this, he is riding a tiny horse.
You know me, #1 Elden Ring fan.
Well, I mean, even if not an Elden Ring fan, tiny horse fan.
That's true.
Right?
I do enjoy tiny horses. I have ridden a tiny horse. Admittedly, I was also tiny at the time, but...
What the? You dick. So I've been playing Shadow of War lately because I randomly reinstalled that pre-Game Awards because I was like, that game was fun, and I want to play it again.
But now they're making a Wonder Woman game.
Yeah, so I've been playing it, and I literally just started it up when I saw you were going to stream, and I was like, I'll do that while he's streaming.
Makes sense.
And so there's this orc that I've been trying to kill in this area for the last, like, 2 days now. His name is Push Crimp. He's an asshole, is what he is.
Push Crimp?
Yeah. So, he's a dick, and he wears a bandana, and he's got double axes and tattoos, and he's, like, basically, he's a rogue. He just talks about how rad he is, and throws smoke bombs, and jumps around like an asshole. He's covered in gold. He has, like, a tattooed on big curly mustache. I hate this guy. I want to recruit him to my side because he's actually kind of cool. But the important thing here is I've been trying to kill this guy for days. And I started up the stream just before, or started the game just before you started streaming. And while we were having that discussion, he rode up behind me on a giant cat and attacked me. The dick. So I'm currently fighting Push Crimp for like the 4th time because every time I fight him, he runs away.
What a dick.
He's always just like, oh, I'm not going to stay and fight to the death. That'd be done. I'm throwing daggers at him, and he's just sidestepping them like a cool guy now. Fuck you. I'm going to hit you.
I have no idea what these giant naked men are, but they're the worst.
No, do not retreat again. Do not. You can't say you underestimated me this time. This is the fourth time. Get back here.
Oh, I had a
Nope.
secondary train of thought. Oh, my secondary
Yeah.
train of thought is I have not watched Arcane,
Yes.
but apparently the lady who plays, I think, the big punchy League of Legends lady
Yeah.
is voiced by Haley Steinfeld, who's
Yeah.
the Kate Bishop in the Hawkeye show.
Yeah.
And they make a joke about in the Hawkeye show about Imagine Dragons and how much Kate Bishop hates Imagine Dragons, which is apparently funny because that's apparently Punch League of Legends lady's favorite band or something.
I didn't know that, but that makes sense because I think one of the designers of League of Legends is way into Imagine Dragons. Like, I feel like that has to be the case because I feel like every other League of Legends trailer that has a vocal track is Imagine Dragons. I think they've done a song for like every international now.
Great.
It's or not international, their equivalent, the championship.
Yeah. Oh my god, big naked man, please stop throwing rocks at me.
Push Crimp. I'm gonna have to kill Push Crimp at some point. This is just a fact.
Why not recruit Push Crimp to your
Well, I
side?
did, but the problem is I killed Push Crimp's like sworn brother a while ago.
Oh.
And I did that explicitly because Push Crimp was being an asshole, and I was like, fine, I can't kill him, I'm gonna kill his brother or whatever. So now that I've recruited him, like, sure, Push Crimp is here, and he's technically on my side, but he's totally gonna betray me in like a week, tops. So I think the thing to do is to send Push Crimp to go fight somebody, and then just, like, let him die in that fight. This seems like a good plan. He certainly won't win the battle and gain levels and become even more powerful. That could never happen.
That could never happen in one of these Middle Earth games.
Absolutely not. Go kill Luga. Whoever Luga is. Go stab that dude. Get out of here. Prick.
Luga, I believe, is the psychic flying bird from Pokemon Silver.
Okay.
I'm making a bad joke.
I get it. I understand.
Okay. You gotta be careful about Shadow Luga, though. Like, Shadow Luga is a real fucker.
Is that from like Pokemon Coliseum or something?
The sequel to Pokemon Coliseum.
Oh, okay. I know Pokemon Coliseum had a lot of dumb bullshit in it.
Sure did. I love it. You know what I don't love? Dying repeatedly. This game's hard.
It seems not easy, and also like these knolls are tough. Maybe can you like retreat back to home base and recover?
I tried, but because we entered a new section, I can't recall back to like that inn. It's just like nah. Dang it. I did increase my health regeneration. So maybe the secret is we just hang out for like we take out this first group and then we just wait for a while. which makes for riveting streaming. But
Whatever works.
yeah,
I mean, is that more or less riveting streaming than dying repeatedly?
that's
I guess is the real question.
exactly. Run away now. Goodbye. What's up? So yeah, in the interim, I bought. Have you heard of Fights in Tight Places?
I've heard of that game. I watched some gameplay footage of it before. It seems really cool. I wanted to get it myself, but I passed
I picked it up lately
because I wanted to play
because
Monster Hunter or
makes
Monster Rancher rather.
makes sense. I picked it up recently and have been having a good time with it. I'm
I
terrible
hope
at
that
it,
game is as good as it looks.
but it's very fun.
Because that game looks like awesome. I hope it is as good as it appeared.
It is probably sneaking onto like the top half of my game of the year list.
Like I really like that idea of like turn-based combat in that way. It reminds me of what the Disco Elysium devs were saying about stuff they wanted to do with their combat system. And like later, late in sequels, they were like, we want to use the same system we used in our game for like a car chase and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, that sounds awesome. Just like second by second car chase with that system sounds great. Why am I stuck on this ledge?
Play.
No, climb the ledge. Climb the. Oh my god. Hopefully they work out some kinks in the area navigation before.
Before Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Hey now. I did it. I killed the big guy. I'm gonna go save. All right.
Yes, tell me about the fights in tight spaces.
It's fun. I like that game style a lot. I like that game soundtrack. I have not made it. I beat the first like zone.
Mm-hmm.
I make it about halfway through the second one, and then I horribly die because I'm bad at it. But it's very good at making things that are very cool to watch back in their
Mm-hmm.
replay, because certain types of enemies, like if you start the turn in like combat range of them, they are locked in on doing an attack no matter what, even if you move.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do things that are very funny, like shove someone out of the way of so that they're no longer in your attack range, but they're in someone else's attack range. Uh, which is very good for like a lot of boss fights. Summon in like dudes with guns, so you can kind of punch the boss a little bit and then shove them into the path of the additional people's guns.
Yeah, that
And
seems alright.
watch as the boss gets gunned down by his own people.
That sounds fun.
At one point, I did a chain of things that were very funny, where because some enemies will take like attacks of opportunity, basically, if
Mm-hmm.
you make an action while inside their combat range.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that, like, even if you shove them outside of your range, they will still attack. So what I did at one point was I pushed one guy next to another guy who was standing in front of an open window, which caused him to do his attack of opportunity, which is a push, and then he pushed his friend right out the window, which was very funny. And I was like, this game is great. There's a keen something +1. Keen battle axe +1. Not as good as my morning star, somehow. Oh, I was much more dead than I thought I was. Oh well.
I will say this. I've played a couple more things that I was probably going to add to my Game of the Year list. And yeah, they mostly seem like they're going to make it on there. But specifically, one of them was Super Robot Wars 30. Because that would have normally been kind of a lock because I love those Super Robot Wars games. But this game changed a lot with the way the game is set up and structured. And that was something I was kind of worried about. And I still am to a degree, but only because of my like natural anxiety type stuff about like,
Yeah.
missing things. Because man, making those into like big open games with kind of free mission select is a crazy huge change. Like the old games were linear and they would have branching paths at certain points in the story. But like even on those, you had like flow charts to keep track of all the secrets you could miss and things you needed to do to get them. So in this one where you can kind of take the missions in any order, it's insane. It's obviously not like 100% open. You can't just immediately go do the final mission.
Yeah.
There's a progression, but like it's weird. It's very different. I like it, but every time I pick a mission, there's a voice in the back of my head going like, "You should make another save file just in case this locks me out of getting something cool."
Just in case this locks you out of the big O.
Just in case hanging out with these losers from Gundam Unicorn locks me out of getting Mazinger or some shit like that. That is the other thing about Super Robot Wars 30 is I kind of love Super Robot Wars 30. It seems really cool, but the person who designed that game,
They picked the wrong big mechs.
A little bit. There's some in there, like the standards, of course. Mazinger is always going to be fun because he's Mazinger.
Yes.
But like, there's some that I'm just like, oh, I don't know about this. Like, they kept the Magic Knight Rare Earth girls, which I like. There are enough series in the game that at the end of the game, I will have the mechs that I want. I will be able to punch people the way that I want to with the giant robots. But as it stands at the start of the game, my team is made up almost entirely of fucking losers. And it sucks, because I'm hanging out with the guys from V Gundam. I'm hanging out with the fucking losers from Unicorn. I'm hanging out with goddamn the team from Majestic Prince, which I didn't know of before this and never want to know of again. Literally, one member of that team is cool, and she's the comic relief.
Great.
she's okay. She might stay on the gonna be used forever list because her mech is rad and rams things. But aside from that, it's like, man, all you guys suck, and I can't wait to get other people on the team to replace you. And the problem is, I know that going into the future, it's like I'm going to get the people from Code Geass and things like that, and I'm going to be like, oh, fuck.
I know we have mentioned this before. I legitimately had no idea that was like a mech anime.
Yeah, no, they have mechs. The mechs in that universe are called the Nightmares, but with a K, because of knights. Because it's an alternate universe where Britain rules the world.
Like I legit like all I know is like the main dude's got weird dumb eyeball powers.
Yep, he's got eye magic.
Because eye magic is the bane of my existence.
It's true.
And it's like weird politics or something, is my understanding. I legitimately did not know there were robots.
Yeah. Politics is a strong word to use for Code Geass. Code Geass is like, you know how there's that subset of like anime and manga that really, really pushes the Japan as victims narrative?
Yes. But
It's
that's
that.
that? Great. Amazing.
Yeah. It's London rules the world and Japanese people are confined to like internment camps and referred to as 11s because they're in sector 11 of whatever weird system they've divided the world up into. And there's a whole bunch of stuff about just, the general persecution and oppression of the Japanese people. Very similar to the way that Space Battleship Yamato is kind of like, man, too bad the world got ruined by nukes. If only someone could save us. Oh, what's that? Japan retrofitted the Battleship Yamato into a spaceship? Thanks, Japan. And also how, like, everything else that guy did has, like, a strong undercurrent of, like, the Japanese people are endangered because other people don't respect them. Like, fucking, I don't remember the name of it. There was some, like, Wild West manga that guy did that I read for, like, a couple of pages and was like, oh, this is trash. Like, this was made so that someone really upset after World War II could read this and jerk it in anger.
I love a good anger jerkin.
That said, Space Battleship Yamato is still kind of rad. But, yeah.
But
That
no going in.
That guy has problems. Space Battleship Yamato is rad from the perspective of, that's a cool battleship that is also a spaceship. That thing rules. But when you look into the greater historical context of Space Battleship Yamato, it's like, oh, wait, maybe fuck this guy.
Oh, a healing potion that I missed. That would have been useful. There is something moderately horrifying about just the sheer number of weird little furry creatures I've murdered on the way to I don't even know where I'm going.
I mean, but they're gnolls, though, so does it really even count? They're chaotic evil by default. Their alignment is chaotic evil. So you can no longer feel bad about killing them.
Yeah, but there are
How
a
D&D
lot of
morality
them.
works.
Also, I continue to have no idea what these giant naked dudes are.
I think those are just trolls or something.
Okay.
I'm going to say trolls. They aren't overweight enough to be hill giants, so I'm going with troll. The only thing is that I don't know if they have, like, health regeneration, because if I did know that, then I would be able to say yes, trolls.
Like one of you? Yeah. Oops. I only wanted one of you, not two of you.
Shh. I will say that was also something that always turned me off about Guilty Gear was that is also very strong on the Japanese people are genetically superior and also victims narrative. Like the backstory is Gears wiped out Japan, and now the world government wants to control the few remaining Japanese people because Japanese people have some kind of weird special powers that need to be kept under control. It's bizarre. I don't like it.
All I know about the plot of Guilty Gear is the bad guy is named That Man.
You don't know about the backyard?
I thought that was a Blaze Blue thing.
No, that's a Guilty Gear thing. The
Okay.
backyard. It's a weird digital. It's like the debug menu,
Yeah.
but for the world. Also, Blaze Blue is basically just Guilty Gear.
I know Blaze Blue is basically just Guilty Gear, but you know. Look at this little dwarf man. That is a lot of money. I'm gonna buy a bunch of healing potions because I die a lot.
That seems like a good move.
Because I don't have anything that uses mana, I'm just gonna sell a bunch of these mana potions. Which is funny because I'm apparently an arcane archer and I have nothing that uses mana. Don't think about that one too closely, I guess. Did you sell? You do sell arrows. I'm gonna buy a couple arrows also. This man looks like original ass World of Warcraft dwarf. Oh no, dark elves. Are we gonna run into
Trust those
Drizzt?
guys.
But Drizzt though. Everyone's favorite. Oh, the dwarves got stuck to the key of Dumathone. But I have this mace. I don't have twin axes. That'd be really weird if Maces buried themselves in my enemies.
I mean, that would still be doable. Maces go in. You hit
Yeah,
hard enough. Especially if your enemies are squishy.
this is true.
If you were fighting zombies, maybe. That'd be more understandable. But... Oh, fucking God.
Wolves. Wolves. I don't know why I said wolves.
Eh.
Let me save the game, Jesus.
Oh, this guy again. Wait, I thought I killed this guy.
I think some of them, sometimes if you kill them, I think they can come
Yeah,
back.
but like, I feel like I killed this guy a minute ago.
Whatever the orc necromancer is works fast, I guess. So when I look over at the OBS preview, like
Yeah.
that giant puddle looked like a giant puddle, but
Uh-huh.
on my television it just looked like a bottomless pit, and when I jumped in it I was very surprised it like let me jump in it, and then I was like, oh, it's just water. Them wolves killed me.
Careful about that.
I guess also as just wandering around in this forest, um,
Uh-huh.
one last vaguely Game Awards related thing that amused me uh, was I went to a local used game store recently, and they had a copy of Ultimax there, and it was like $80, and it was like, what? Mm,
Money while they can. It's not going to be the case for long.
it's true. But yeah, hey, how about that Ultimax 2.0, baby?
Yeah.
I will play more Ultimax. Thank you.
I will also play Ultimates.
I like how this mountain turned like magical levels of icy in like the span of 10 feet.
It's probably a dragon living up there or something. That's my guess. Dragons have dumb shit where it's like, oh, the landscape changes to match the dragon nearby. That seems like a thing they would do. Making excuses for the bad level design. Don't worry about it.
I mean, on the bright side, at least with it being snowy and like not a dungeon, I can actually like see the ground.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna complain if like the rest of this game is just much brighter than the first section. Oh god, these yetis are throwing snowballs at me. Oh dear. I got yetied. I'd ask if yetis are like a D&D thing, but I kind of just assume basically anything is a D&D thing.
Yeah. That's safe.
That is too many yetis, Jesus Christ. Beat up that yeti.
Yetis don't even look that mean.
I mean, they don't look that mean, but they are like swarming me, which is
Yeah,
very
no, they're
annoying.
assholes. Don't get me wrong. It's just like design-wise, these don't look like threatening Yetis.
They do look kind of fuzzy.
These look like old Chewbacca's.
You're not wrong.
Old Chewbacca is low on the threat scaling.
I mean, old Chewbacca got a moon dropped on him, so...
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna go to the summit, and then whoever's at the summit is gonna be like, "Oh, but I lost my whatever. I gotta go to the cave. There was a Yeti back behind the scene transition. That's weird." Oh, there's another cave. There are multiple caves. Oh no.
Who could have foreseen this?
Oh god, my health. Oh. Many dudes. Shit. Here's a question.
Yes.
It's gonna be like, can I change the difficulty? And the answer appears to be no.
Yeah, probably not. Games like this, I mean, old games in general, weren't really big on letting you change the difficulty after you'd started the game. They were real big on locking you into that kind of decision. I'm not sure why, to be honest.
You know, that's a great question that I don't have an answer for. Like, maybe back in the days of renting, it was like, oh, if you need to drop down the difficulty, rent it again, idiot. Because you're probably not going to have time to play back up to where you were on the lower difficulty. I'm going to say that's my guess.
It's as good a guess as any.
Oh boy, many trolls.
God damn it. I just clicked on a random news thing, and apparently Kane has refused to comply with vaccine mandates.
I
To the
feel like
surprise of no one.
that's been a thing for a while.
I'm not sure why it popped up on a news headline just now, then. Other than, I guess, to just remind you.
That Kane is the worst.
Yeah. Because, you needed a reminder. Mm.
Well, I finally have something that uses magic. Apparently, the ability to fire 2 arrows at once is a magical thing.
Yeah. That makes sense. Look, if there's one thing I've learned from D&D, it's that you can't do shit without magic.
Especially like old D&D, like whatever this is.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to say this was like 3.5 era.
That would make sense to
Not
me.
a great era.
I summit west. Stop throwing snowballs at me. Oh,
Nope. I
I
was going to
was,
say, the problem with having a big, open, icy environment like this is there's fucking nothing to say about a big, open, icy environment
there
like this.
really isn't, other than I thought that glowy orb was my friend, but it was not. Ow. Jesus. away from me. Well, that's unfortunate for everyone involved. Well, time to make our way back through the lightning orb zone. Can I, like, shoot the lightning orbs? I don't know why I'm healing, because, like, this is clearly not the right way to go, so I feel like the quickest way it would just be, like, zap me to death. I guess I need to find stuff at the other sections of the snowy peak.
Fun.
Yeah. I thought this would be a fun thing to stream, but I'm quickly
Here's the
realizing
thing. This is a fun game. The
yes.
problem is that there is not a lot to talk about in the course of this game because
Yeah.
it's essentially single player Diablo. And while single player Diablo is great for like killing time during a podcast or something you're listening to, it's not the best thing in the world for like a fun watch.
Yeah. This might be the last part of this.
I mean, yeah, like that's the problem. It's yeah.
And we already killed Tony J. Tony J should have been the main villain.
If only.
Oh hey. Oh, ogres. Well, sad dwarf die. I'll also say this game is much better than the recent one, but I feel like we talked about that in every single part of this.
Yeah, pretty much.
What to do? I feel like the other possibility for what I may do is I may just edit, like, whenever I play this game, like, record it and then just edit it down to the major bits.
I've thought about that for more than one thing. Because like I thought a while back about like, man, you know what I would like to do? I would like to play one of these fancy schmancy Super Robot Wars games that are actually in English. Because I want to show those games off because they're rad. But then I thought about it for more than 5 minutes, and I was like, oh, these games would be miserable to watch because they are strategy RPGs, and I take my time, and, like, I play those at a pace of, like, a mission an hour. And there's a lot of dialogue, and it's just, yeah, it would not be a fun experience for anyone to watch. It would be fun for me, and no one else, which is why I was thinking, the way to do that would be to, like, make a video showing
Yeah.
off the cool things and then talk about it over said video.
This makes sense to the TFP.
Orc is named Crook the Face Eater. That guy's probably a problem.
Probably eats faces. That is a fancy tent. I feel like I should be able to go in the fancy tent.
There we go. Wait.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I
Okay.
have the
Stream
bad
buffered
bit
there
rate.
for a minute, but I think it's okay. Oh, there it goes.
No,
Okay.
bit
I
rate
refreshed and I thought it had been fixed, and then nah.
Yeah, I'm getting the 0 bit rate.
Ooh.
I would like more than 0 bit rate, please, OBS.
It'd be nice to have that, but we can't always get what we want.
Like he is a slideshow, but he is. Oh no, there it goes. There's
Yeah.
the loading screen circle again.
Okay. I switched YouTube servers, and now I'm getting green. So
All right. Yeah. No, this does look better.
he's still kind of a little slow, but
A little framey, but not as bad.
yeah, I think I need to like restart my computer at some point because like it's kind of running a little slowly. Or at least my OBS preview looks real framey compared to what it looks like on my television. I like that I bought like almost 50 health potions when I got to the new area, and now I'm down to 0. And then I died. Which may be a fitting way to end at least the live section of the Dark Alliance. There may be more in the future. Oh, I need to kill this man before he kills me while I try to do this outro. Oh god. But yeah, there may be assorted video bits about the Dark Alliance. I think
Various things in the Dark Alliance.
my PS2's clock is off by like an hour and 10 minutes, which is a weird amount to be off.
It's bizarre. Do you think, is it possible that any of these problems are related to the recent massive tornado situation?
So we didn't get hit by that mostly.
Okay.
But it's not out of the realm of possibility that like it clipped a data center or something.
Yeah, because that shit was pretty wild from what I had heard.
Yes, it was pretty wild. Not in my area, but
Not in your area.
Yes, very wild in the southeast with a tornado that apparently went from like Arkansas to Illinois. Like one continuous tornado just went. Which is generally not how tornadoes do.
Yeah, no. But that one just decided to have a go of it.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm glad you survived the tornado situation.
Join us next time with something that isn't Dark Alliance. I don't know what yet.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about it.
Fights in tight spaces, maybe?
Maybe.
Because that sounds like a fun time.
You know, for the live, for the no one watching live, if you give me like 5-10 minutes to set up another stream here, there might be some fights in tight spaces in the next like 5 minutes. Because that game is cool.